Hello everybody, welcome to Tracy Learning Physics videos. Today we'll be discussing about speed, and in that we'll be covering the topic, concept and explanation related to speed. This is the first video related to concept and explanation, so let's see what all topics we'll be covering in this video. In this video we'll be discussing about what is meant by speed, how speed is defined, how speed is calculated, and how distance, time, and speed are represented, and in the end, an explanation with example. So let's start. First of all, what is meant by speed? For that, we need to analyze this picture. What you can figure out from this picture, that this athlete, the fastest of all, because he has crossed the finishing line at first, and we can see this one is coming second and that this one is the third fastest of all. Now if I consider the slower one, then this one seems to be the slowest and this one seems to be a slower as compared to others like this one or this one. So when I'm using these words fastest, faster, slowest, and slower, what does I mean by these words? Here comes the concept of speed in picture. So what is meant by speed? The speed of the body gives us an idea of how fast or slow that particular body is moving. So this is because of the speed we can judge that this athlete is the fastest or this athlete is the slowest. So the speed is a rate at which something or someone operates or move. When we are talking about the non-living object, we can use the word something, operates, or move. And when we are talking about the living things, then we can use the word someone or moves. These are just the general words to express. Now we have understood the concept of speed. Let us define speed. How speed is defined. As you can see here that I've written three different definitions of speed. So let us study them one by one. Why I've written all these three different definitions and what is meant by these definitions. So the first one, speed is a rate at which something or someone operates or moves. So now when I'm taking this definition into consideration, what is meant by rate in general? So let us study or understand what is meant by rate first so that we understand this definition of speed. Rate is nothing but it is equal to some parameter divided by time. So this parameter can be anything what we are talking about, what we are discussing in any of the topic or what we are taking into consideration. So when I'm taking the concept of speed in consideration, then what parameter I will take? The answer is given by the second definition. The speed of the body is the distance traveled by the body per unit time. As you can see here that speed is equal to distance upon time. So the parameter I was talking about in context with speed is the distance. So speed is equal to distance divided by time. That is why this first definition is speed is a rate at which something or someone operates or moves. This is a very general definition. But if you want to write a definition taking the formula into account, so this is speed of a body is the distance traveled by the body per unit time. The third definition of speed is the ratio of the distance traveled by the body to the time taken by the body. This is same if you see this formula, it is a ratio of the distance traveled by the body to the time taken by the body to cover that particular distance. These are the three definitions of speed. Which one you take, the concept and the explanation will be same. Now we know what is speed and we have defined speed. Let us understand how speed is calculated. By now you must have figured out how we can calculate speed, but let me just explain you. Speed is calculated by dividing distance traveled by the body in a given time interval. So the formula of the speed is distance traveled over time taken. That means speed is equals to distance traveled by the body in that particular time interval. If one question is coming in your mind that how speed and distance are related, or how speed and time are related, for that you have to watch the second video of concept and explanation for speed. Now, how distance, time and speed are represented. We are aware of the formula of the speed, that is equals to distance upon time. Solving questions or doing some kind of conversions related to distance or time, every time if I have to write the word speed, or if I have to write the word distance and time, that is very tedious. So what we have done, we have given special symbols, or what we can say alphabets, to speed, distance and time, so that it's easy for us to write in terms of formula. Consider a body covers a distance s in time interval t. You can see here that we have taken an image of a car, and the body is car in this picture, and it covers the distance s. That means for the distance we have taken the alphabet s, and for the time interval we have taken the alphabet t. So if we know the distance, that is s, and if we know the time interval t, then how we can calculate speed? Speed is represented by the v. So here we can write speed, which is v, equals to distance traveled, which is s, upon time interval, that is t. So now it's easy, v equals to s upon t. This is the formula for the speed. Now we are well aware about what is meant by speed, how speed is calculated, and how distance, time and speed are represented. In the end, let us take an example to understand the concept and to use this formula. Here I've taken the same picture. So suppose a car travels a distance of 50 kilometers. That means the distance is given 50 kilometers in 5 hours, and the time interval is given as 5 hours. Then the speed of the car is, speed is equals to distance traveled upon time interval. So the speed will equal to be 50 kilometers upon 5 hours. And if I divide, the speed will come out to be 10 kilometers per hour. We can write it like 10 kilometers per hour. So this means that this car travels 10 kilometers in 1 hour. In this question, I have taken the same units as per the question, that is kilometer in hour. But in questions, if some conversions are needed, then first of all, we need to do the required conversions before finding the value of speed. So that was all about the speed and concept and explanation. Thank you very much for watching this video. For more videos, you can visit our website transelearning.com. Have a great day.